six-armed giant. Is this the Zeugl from...
Go no further!
Totally! In an instant!
Impact Claw! Glacial Spear! I'm almost done! Frozen!
Hammer!
Well, we beat it in the end. Let's harvest what we can use and take... It with us.
Hope for the sake of it, and then cast us aside. How sad.
I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy. Who knew such amazing technology existed?
Everything's topsy-turvy and that's all you can... No choice!
Now!
Dio!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
What are those? They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dana's great spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dana's great spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dana's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dana exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dana's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that off.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's great spirit?
If nothing else, it might be an option if we can't use the Renasalma.
Things are different here than on the surface.
So here's a question. We came all this way to Rena on the assumption the Renasalma's here, right?
Just don't say it, Law.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
I said don't.
I can understand why you might be concerned, Law. But you need to remember that there are people it affects more directly than you.
Oh, sorry.
We've managed to make it this far believing. Losing faith now won't do us any good. We're better off focusing our anxiety elsewhere.
Such as?
The Great Spirit. If Hevrecht 35's to be believed, our enemy won't just be handing over the Renas Alma to us. At least, not without a fight.
Not only that, but that same enemy just gulped down more than an entire world's worth of astral energy.
Point taken. It may be strange to say, but when I'm fighting, or at least know what needs to be done, it helps me a lot. I don't doubt myself as much. So thanks, both of you. The floor's on the ceiling and the ceiling's on the floor. This whole thing's making my head spin. Why would they even do something like this?
The Helganquil can bend life forms to suit their will. Nothing they could do at this point would surprise me.
The ceiling is on the floor. That doesn't weird you out?
What good is a team made up of members who all share the same opinions on everything? And besides, when you get to be at my ripe old age, one begins to consider it quite uncouth to show one's true emotions at times.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can't...
The sands of...
Yeah?
You will.
As impressive as always. No, I mean, you're even better than ever. Barely a blip on our radar.
Easy.
An easy breeze.
I'm like bait to them.
We got flyers.
I've got this. Leave the enemy target to me.
All yours.
Right here.
You're really strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to
A
have you
comfortable
around.
win.
be lucky to find this stuff.
Indeed. I can tell it's quite the find.
Come one, come all!
You're really strong out there.
I'm just trying to do the
Faster than
best
the
I
others. Still, it's reassuring to have you around.
Did you see?
Sure did. The part where you swung and missed, right?
Not that part!
Out of our way!
In an instant!
Impact block!
A comfortable win.
An opponent like
Do
this
it!
could be easy.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! They got me flanked!
Vanish without a trace!
You picked the wrong fight!
Hurricane! Goodwill! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Step back! This one's all law!
Wow, you've got to be lucky to find this stuff.
Indeed. I can tell it's quite the find.
Hi, Doodle.
We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest of them!
Wow, someone's feeling lively.
By the power! Inferno Punch!
This could be useful. Gotta break through!
Fires have passed.
More?
Enemies incoming.
My turn! My turn!
Then we'll
My
take
Not
them
much
down.
longer to go.
Come on, one final push.
Now
More
I've seen everything. Keep calm and take them down.
We got flyers.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Okay.
Need more?
All yours.
Inferno Punch!
We are.
Undefeatable!
Unflappable.
Feasible.
And most of all, we're free!
We got the advantage!
Good. We just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
Hey, that looks pretty good.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Totally! In an instant!
Impact cross! Hold up. Is this as... valuable as I think it is?
I'll take you all on! Okay, here I go! Great! Next!
As impressive as always.
I hoped I was improving.
We're in good form! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
A comfortable win.
I won't forgive you!
Totally! In an instant!
Impact cross! Must be easy to pick off the...
You got company!
Azure
Now!
Shield!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Wow, that was a nice move there.
I know, right? Bet you couldn't do it.
So it's a grab here, thrust the left leg, then use the right arm to leverage over...
Stop memorizing my move!
The Zoogles here are putting up a real fight.
That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Rinwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really, really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants, how it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? And if her thorns are part of the Great be trying to save themselves.
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way something was, but then I just those same emotions.
In that case,
If that's all true,
The Great Spirit.
Shion,
I'm okay.
Still,
If the world, there'd be no.
to think the only reason...
if Rena had
it's like
Rena's.
Whereas Dan,
as for which
dichotomy,
Those who know, I imagine.
everything...
you're really, really strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around.
This could be useful.
Get in, get out!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander. But I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious dinner.
Little help! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
This could be useful.
This will be a solution! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Right, next one!
Already? Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
The heavens must be smiling.
Little help!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Fall into thine own destiny! Now!
Xion!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might...
No backing down!
Do it!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Got fired!
I got this! Let him march me!
All yours!
Concentrate!
All aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt.
I won't forgive you!
We've turned the tables
You
on.
are in dark.
As soon as I'm done here, I'll come help out.
Did you see?
Sure did. You were checking.
I won't forgive you!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Let's do it! Let's go! Calaglia ho!
Come again?
You don't know it? It was all the rage back in Calaglia.
I wonder if Cislodia's got one.
Cislodia, huh?
I will hit you.
Menencia Ha.
We can hear you.
So those thorns of Xion's, they're really a part of Rena's great spirit?
Most likely. But only a small fragment of it in the big picture. I don't sense a will of its own emanating from them.
If it's that insignificant, is there that much point getting rid of it?